Chapter 30. For 4 years Sakaya preached, traveling from the east to the west, and from north to south, and wherever he went, great multitudes came to hear him, for God had so prepared them. And there went with him 72 disciples, who were also inspired of God, to learn the wisdom of Sakaya's words. And the people of India were stirred up as they had not been from the time of Kapilya. And it came to pass that the priests and magicians of Brahma sought to condemn Sakaya, saying, "The oracles and the spirits of the dead declare, his words are not true words." Moreover, if he were of the Holy Ghost, he could show signs and miracles. So God gave Sakaya signs and miracles, even to showing the spirits of the dead, who came and stood beside him whilst he preached. And the spirits spake also, declaring Sakaya's words were of Jehovah. And the multitude saw the spirits, and heard them speak. Sakaya said, "Of a truth, I do not come of the Holy Ghost, I come of the actual person, Jehovah." Then God gave to Sakaya power of the death cast, whereat his own spirit went out of his corporeal body, and stood in the presence of many men, and was seen by them. And his spirit spake to them, and they heard his words. And whilst his spirit was thus out of his corporeal body, another angel of God came, and inhabited it, and spake before the multitude. Now, after these signs came to Sakaya, he preached again, and traveled 4 years more, showing these things wherever he went. And on these occasions he explained the spirit of things, and the different heavens which he had visited. And he showed unto many that it was not imagination, for he left his corporeal body, and went in spirit to far-off cities and country places, showing his spirit in regions hundreds of miles remote, and he was recognized in the communities where he appeared. For there were learned men in those days, and they traveled to the places named to see his spirit, to witness if such a thing could be, and hundreds and thousands of them testified it was true. Sakaya said, "Of these matters be ye most expert in observation, for though they be proved to you, yet I declare to you, they are as nothing. For even magicians and spirits of darkness can attain to the same miracles. Nor is there in such wonders one single virtue that would contribute to make the world better, or happier. For the spirits of the lower heavens, like mortals, have multitudes of doctrines, and, for the most part, they know nothing of the higher heavens, Nirvana, which I proclaim unto you. Nor is the testimony of a spirit more valuable to you than is the testimony of a mortal. But consider ye the words and doctrines of spirits and men, for that only is good which provideth for ameliorating the condition of the family and the state. For it is given unto you by the Father, that ye can begin your own resurrection whilst ye are here in the corporeal body. Consider, then, what ye can do that will raise you in spirit, for this is resurrection. First, to purify yourselves, second, to do all the good ye can, and third, to affiliate. Without these, there can be no resurrection. Or, having 2 of them, and lacking in the third, there can be no resurrection. To live the highest best one knoweth, to practice sharply the convictions of the heart, these are the working tools of resurrection. To live not the highest best one knoweth, to practice not what one is convinced of, is hypocrisy. These are like stones tied to the neck of a man in deep water. In all, Sakaya preached and practiced 14 years. And he founded 72 communities. And all the members thereof were sworn against war, and against caste, and against idleness, and to worship only the Great Spirit, or Mazd. And he gave them many rites and ceremonies. And then Sakaya said unto the Creator, I know thou hast in some mysterious way inspired me to do all I have done. Therefore, all the glory is thine. How best, O Father, may these great truths be impressed upon mortals, that they will not soon forget thy words, through me. Then answered God to Sakaya, saying,
By thy death by the hand of the idolater.
Sakaya said, Then, O thou, who createdst me alive, provide thou my death as thou desirest. Then God cut asunder the cord of light, that extended to the heavenly throne in paradise. And suddenly now the Brahmins conspired against Sakaya, and they went privily, and poisoned his food with the blood of swine, killed with poison. And Sakaya ate thereof, not perceiving it, and he was taken with a bloody flux, and died. And his disciples took his body, according to the custom of the country, and burnt it, and scattered the ashes thereof to the four corners of the world. And in the night thereafter, God sent 1,000,000 angels into the field of ashes, with a heavenly ship of fire, and they took the spirit of Sakaya therein, and bore him up to the throne of God. End of the history of Sakaya.